So we got some old grits here, and we have some maple syrup that we forgot to put in the refrigerator, unfortunately. That's probably like $4 worth of maple syrup. Could have made like 3 or 4 or 5 pies with that. So we're gonna put it in one of our stink water buckets. So if I had some kind of chickens or something, I'd probably lacto ferment these grits, maybe put a little bit of this maple syrup in there and sweeten it up and make a food for them, but I don't have any anymore. Here it goes. We got some of this maple syrup here. That'll really get those yeast to make them happy, especially when it warms up a little bit, hopefully. So pretty much every video I've done lately, I talk about the weather and the weather reports and predictions. Now we got, depending on which service you look at, up to 3 freezes in 3 nights. So tonight, a 7-hour hard freeze. Tomorrow, somewhere between 26 and 29 degrees. The next day, somewhere between 29 and like 35 or 36 degrees. So it is, is Sunday night. Today is Friday. Is Sunday night actually going to be a freeze, or the weather people just not have properly updated predictions? We did what we could to sort of get ready, and it's out of our hands for the most part now. So let's hope that all of our citrus and all survive, and any other plants that are in that kind of subtropical range survives. And I can smell like the stink pot or stink horn mushrooms in this area here around our citrus trees. And the dog found the stink pot or stink horn mushroom right there before it opened up. There's like 3 stems. She found it with her nose, I guess. I knew I smelled one. So am I going to go tomorrow and try to collect all of the citrus fruits, hoping to save the fruits for a potential 28 degree, 4 hour plus and 28 degree freeze? I don't know. We'll see if I got time to do it, but it'd be a shame to waste a lot of this stuff. I don't have a whole lot of Meyer lemons. There's quite a few grapefruits there. I don't know if that's 30 or what. Got quite a few red navels, a bunch of Sambokans, a small amount of blood oranges, a bunch of marsh white grapefruits, and a few citramellas. It's always scary with the citrus, I've seen citrus just go into shock because it's so warm one day, or it goes into like a really good flush of growth from like spring or weather or whatever. And then, a hard freeze hits it. It doesn't even have to hit it hard to put it in shock. My original mini Oletangelo did that, and like 2/3 of it died. Luckily, it came back and was a good producer until the goats killed it. But I got a sugar bell in there now. And these are, just check out, who knows how many actual grapefruit are on this marsh white. Is there 100? Is there 70? Until we get in there and possibly pick them tomorrow or something, we probably won't know. So yeah, we just planted that sugar bell a few months ago, hoping that it would do well, but it might. They really need a few of those freezes and all to harden, I guess, the plants off. And once they get that, they're probably okay for the most part. They can still get a shock like I was talking about with the mini Oletangelo. But after that shock, and with it surviving, it never got shocked again. Never lost anything from freezes. It just kind of it came more like frost hardy Well, today is day 2. We didn't get to finish our garden vlog yesterday, and tonight we're expecting a 8-hour freeze, and the low is supposed to be at 28. So the first freeze was a 6-hour freeze. The second freeze was supposed to be 7, and tonight 28 degrees potentially for 8 hours. I brought a couple of the plants outside to soak in the water, even though it hit maybe 33 to 35, because they just dried out inside. Fans, ACs, heater, they just pull out moisture from the soil and the plants, and they start drooping. The leaves start like dying, and if you keep them too long indoors and they're not happy, they will die. So these hibiscus and stuff, they're going to go back inside before it gets too cold. At 28 degrees, your citrus fruits will start to dry out, and apparently your pumpkins will start to freeze at 28 degrees, you know, if they're subjected to that temperature for a long period. So as much as I hate to take this actively growing pumpkin off of here, I think we're just going to have to harvest it, and we're going to go ahead and get Bigger Bertha, and we'll probably bring Natalie's mom's pumpkin inside as well. So let's cut the stem here. There's one. Now we get our biggest one yet here, and let's see, let's cut the stem here. Woo-wee, that's a big one. How am I going to get that one? Holy, I don't know how the heck I got that thing. It's not even just a heavy. That's way bigger than Big Bertha.
Ice cold, dude.
What do you think that thing weighs? Like 70 pounds?
I don't know. It
feels cold.
These guys are a little bit slippery. They're kind of awkward because a lot of the weight is down here, and you try to grab it up here where it's easier to grab. Last Big Bertha had 24 cups of puree it made. How many? I don't even know. Like 30?
Yeah.
Gee. This is the smallest that we had, maybe 15 pounds. Of course, you got to see Natalie's face when you look at a nice pumpkin like that. If a pretty pumpkin, pretty woman, right? This guy out. Of course, I need 2 hands of the shade. Probably a 25, 30 pounder. I don't know. Nowhere near as big as our largest ones. And not quite as big as that small one, or as small as the smallest one we just showed you. What are we doing, Charlie? Maybe some grapefruit.
Yeah.
Maybe some Sambokans.
Yeah, and even I have a little bag, an odd one.
So I gave that other pumpkin to one of our neighbors. So spreading it, you know, that's what it's about. He's having, I guess, his 75th birthday bash tomorrow, and one of his sons is supposed to be a good cook, so hopefully they'll prepare something with it. And now we're at the Sambokans, and these kids are having a ball just picking them.
Hard to get off.
Now we're at the Red Navels here. Can y'all not pick them? Y'all got a ladder, right? You might need the ladder. Had to get the ladder out, didn't we? Since you're on a hill, you have to keep your weight to the right side. Go up another step. All right, come on. JJ, hold that ladder there so they don't fall. Yay! Do not lean to your right. Now we're getting the red grapefruits, which we probably no way we can get them up there, but without having a big long pole to pull the limbs down. This is our seedling grapefruit. Are you having fun, Charlie?
Yeah. I can't reach now. But that one has a bug on it.
A bug?
Yeah, it's here, and I can't reach the other one.
All right, there's the bag boys, right? You gonna pick them lemons over there? All right.
We already have a lot of grapefruits and a couple oranges and
Lemons.
lemons and all that stuff.
We got a whole bag full of stuff.
Yeah, but a whole bag of stuff. And that's why I know how to pick now. Look,
You know,
and when I grow up, I'm going to be a gardener.
you're gonna be a gardener.
Yeah. And look at all the.
Are you gonna be a gardener, JJ?
Look at all these. Like,
You gonna be a gardener too, Jonathan?
uh-huh.
Yeah, look at there. He got a greenbrier. Snagged him right on his head there. Nasty. They'll grab you, won't they, when you walk by them?
But I didn't get hooked by one. Only JJ John.
What are y'all kids doing? Are you catching any fish?
Yeah.
You haven't caught any fish yet?
I think I'm going to catch a fish.
So we got 20 to 30 pounds of citrus and the kids had fun. They really needed to go outside. It's sunny, it's kind of breezy. It's you know, it is sweater or jacket weather, but it's still comfortable with a jacket. You know, everybody's warm with a jacket or sweater and long pants, long sleeves. So it's very nice out here. What I'm going to do is take my large, 5 or 7 gallon mini Olatangelo, and I think I'm going to take it inside overnight. And I think I'm going to try to find some blankets or sheets or something to cover my outdoor avocado in the Sugar Bell Tangelo. I'm not going to do that on this video. We're running long and late. Lastly, some people are going to come and get the rest of the citrus. So they're going to be put to hopefully good use in some form or another. So, you know, it's going to be too bad if it gets to like 30 or 29 instead of 28 or below. But you're always taking a gamble. So I would prefer to have access to those red grapefruits and everything for another month or two. But, you know, this is life here, you know, North Central Florida. All right, take care. Here's our smallest one of the season, maybe about 15, 18 pounds.
I don't know.
This guy is somewhere between 70 and 80. What do you think, Natalie?
Crazy.
What do you think, Charlie?
Nice.
Which one do you like better, the little one or the big one? The big one.
Yeah. I like both of these ones better.
You like both of them?
Yeah.
So this is Big Bertha's bigger sister, Bigger Bertha, right?
Yeah, because he has a big belly.
Big belly there. Yeah, about killed me coming out with it again.
And
like
he
a
just has
bird
a small
again.
belly. He just has a small belly because he's a little kid.
All right, take care.
Okay. Take care.